Okay, so first up we have Shaggy. Uh, Shaggy's a pretty simple character to use. So really the only advice I could give you is make sure that you get his rage ability because once you get that, that's when you start doing serious damage. And the only tip I can really give you on how to get it is just go out on the edge because if you get them to high damage, you can go out on the edge and sometimes they might just let you get it off because they don't want to risk going out there and dying. If they don't, then you can just go like this, do it, and then cancel out of it, and then continue fighting them. So it's really a win-win. Just make sure that you're ready to dodge and that you don't die because that's really where you might get like screwed over. But yeah, once you get the ability, you can go with like the side kick or the uppercut. Those do a lot of damage and they can get your enemy out. And then the other tip I can give you guys is kind of use the sandwiches because they it's like easy to dodge and get through, but it still takes time. And remember, there's like a dodge meter, so you can't just spam dodge. It could also get you into a combo. So yeah, those are really the tips that I can give you for Shaggy. And then for the perks, I use one last zoinks, snowball effect, speed force assist, puzzle list, and then let's fight. Then we're gonna do it in the lab because I don't own all these characters. I just want you guys to know it's not a real person I'm fighting, but it is on hard, so I'll show you guys the moves.
Everyone the multiverse could send. They send the Shaggy.
So here's what I suggest. Okay, we'll show you. This will be perfect. We'll kill him, and then once they respawn, then that's when you should try going for the rage mode. But like see, if you do it up there, they're gonna attack you. So you just have to figure out when to use it. This bot is killing me. Okay. So like once you get your space, then that's when you should go for it. Okay, so next up we have a REINDOG. And really I don't play REINDOG, so the only tips I can really give you is I don't think anybody plays REINDOG, but definitely not in solos. So the only tip I can really give you is to only play REINDOG in duos. So we're gonna add a teammate in here. Okay, so now that we have Taz in here, so you can put a tether or a wire, I don't really know what it's called, and in between it will damage the enemy, and it will also heal Taz. I have to let it recharge now though. And I'm pretty sure you can also pull them to you. Yeah, you just gotta tap it twice and it'll pull them to you. But yeah, that's really the only tip I can give you with REINDOG. I feel like a lot of people don't use, I don't know if it's a boy or girl, so I don't know, I don't think a lot of people use it. So yeah, that's really the only thing I can tell you. I can tell you the perks, and we can remove Taz so we can get ready to fight LeBron. So the perks I use for REINDOG are Crystal Pal, that's Flammable Dock, Airwalker, and then Static Electricity. And then we'll get LeBron to fight us. So really you just can spam fireballs and just keep them on the edge. That's probably the best way you can win if you do it solo. If you do it in a duo, you just have to kind of help your teammate and hope that they carry you. Oh yeah, I also forgot to tell you guys that you can roll into a ball and have your teammate throw you with the up special. Okay, so next up we have VELMA. The best tips I can give with VELMA is don't use all of her things at once. She has those little speech bubble things. Don't use all of them at once, because you should instead like try using it in a combo. Try comboing with it, and once like you lose the combo, then get it, because it like automatically will hit them. So just use it better and more wisely. So I'd like suggest using her other moves and then comboing it with her. She's way better in 2s than in 1s. She can still win some 1s, but in 2s and duos, just make sure you and your partner are grabbing her her evidence and her stuff so that you can call the mystery machine. And yeah, that's really all I can tell you for her. Those are the only real tips I have for her. But with that being said, let's show you guys her perks. So I say knowledge is power, protective momentum, airwalker, and then second wind beneath your wings. And let's show you guys that. And now we can call the mystery machine. And there we go. Okay, so next up we have Steven Universe. Really the only tips I can give you with Steven is you gotta use your walls and stuff, hit your enemies off of them. And that's the best way you can kind of work. And then use a watermelon, Steven. Those work really well. The perk I have on mine is basically the longer he's alive, he grows bigger. So you can see like right now, he's kind of growing because she's just on she's not gonna attack, so obviously he's not gonna die. So he's just gonna grow super big. And then yeah, I would just defend him. But I don't really play Steven that much, so the only advice I could really give you is just protect your watermelon, Steven, if you have that perk, and then use a lot of walls, and do not let your opponent like edge keep. Watch the edge and keep them on the edge, and fight in the air because you're pretty good at that. Probably besides Superman, you're probably one of the best people in the air. So yeah, see how it will bounce them up, so use that to your advantage, and then you're good. for the perks I use with him, I use Green Thumb, which is what helps Watermelon Steven grow. Press the Advantage, Speed Force Assist, and then Pugilist. And then let's get Garnet to fight us so we can show the rest of our moves.
Always came that way to me. Face, fist. Now these are moves.
So make sure you protect Watermelon Steven, and then he's really good for like a distraction. Oh, and then also I forgot to tell you, make sure that you try bubbling your opponent, because you could just get free hits in.
Full impact. Watch my feet. Stronger together.
Okay, so next up is LeBron. And really the only tip I can give you with LeBron is kind of like spam the basketball, especially if there's like a wall. This stage doesn't have a wall, but if it has like a wall, then you can get the opponent to the back and just spam the basketball. But the other tip I'm going to show you guys, which is really cool, I think it might be my favorite tip on this whole entire video, and I haven't seen people do it much, but you can add a bot. We'll add a bot as a teammate. Okay, so now that we have bugs here, here's what I'll show you guys. So you can pass it to them, and then you can teleport to the ball and basically use a slam dunk or alley oop. So we'll do that one more time for you guys once the ball cools down. So you wanna, how did I miss? And then you can slam dunk into the opponent, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, for the perks with LeBron, I have a keep possession, snowball effect, speed force assist, and then pugilist. We're gonna remove bugs so we can get a one-on-one and make it fair. We're gonna get REINDOG to attack us. God. And next up we have Garnet. She is the only tip I can really give you for her. I have two for her. The first one is just remember that she's like one of the heavier characters in the game, so she can take a lot of damage. And then the other one is kind of play from a distance at the beginning until you're comfortable to get inside and stuff and fight. And a good thing is this move that I have right here. If you set that star somewhere, then you can like go out, fight, and it will take you back. So use that to your advantage, and then use her weight, and then kind of stay back here. Use your passive ability. I think it gives you more power. And then like you can do this. And then if somebody's low or like they're off the edge of the map and you want to go try getting the finish, put your star down. And try going out there to finish them. If anything goes wrong, just go back to your star. But I will say, remember, the star is just a perk. it's a signature perk. So if you don't have the signature perk, it's not gonna work. But we'll show you the perk right now. So the signature perk is called Marker, and then the other perks I use for Garnet are Snowball Effect, Speed Force Assist, and then Pugilist. So we're gonna fight and show you guys some of her moves.
Angry or very impressed. There you go.
So I'm gonna try getting them away from me, and then use this. Okay, so next up we have Marvin the Martian. The tips I can give you with Marvin is his air special, or not special, his air normal attack. It can be aimed, and you're gonna wanna knock people out from above. That's the best way you can do it. So try doing it that way, because you don't have that many great ways to knock people out from the sides. So go, if you're gonna play with him, go use the air moves and the up moves to try getting your ring outs, because it'll work best. With that being said, let's show you guys my perks I use with them. I use Space Invader, that's Flammable Dock, Speed Force Assist, and then Pugilist. And then let's get Taz to fight us, so we can show you Marvin's moves in actual combat.
Tremble, Townsville! The Mojo Jojo has arrived! The Mojo Jojo shall be your doom!
Another thing he can do is his passive ability. So I use this. What I did there was I sent a missile, and his passive ability, it will do it with any projectiles. His passive ability, it will send the projectile back. So you saw how it came back when I hit the passive ability. It'll do that, and you can use it for your projectiles or your allies, or I think your enemies will. It will do it to your enemies too. So yeah, just make sure you know that. And yeah, that's another tip I can give you guys. So next up is Harley Quinn. Harley, the only tip I have for her is use the bombs, because it's like a distraction even if it doesn't hit them. And then also use her balloon thing. Like, even when you kill an opponent, the first thing I do when I get a kill with Harley is put a balloon down, and then you can try getting the opponent to hit that. It's hard to time it, and I'm not really great at it, but if you can do it, then it works really well. And then one last thing is make sure that if the fire effect goes onto them, make sure that you try getting the the full stack of it. Make sure you try getting all 5 because it's obvious, but it's just like free damage even when you're not there. But yeah, for Harley, I have glove control. I'll show you in the fight why I like that. I have that flammable dock, speed force assist, and then pugilist. But yeah, we're gonna fight Wonder Woman and show you guys some of her moves. Obviously it's a bot because I don't really have all these characters unlocked. I do have Harley and Wonder Woman though, but it's easier to show you guys in here. So use her side abilities to try it kind of pushes you away and knocks them back, you see? So she has one of the fire things. I'm gonna try getting the full stack. I don't know if it will work. Oh, she took it away. That's what I was showing you guys with Wonder Woman.
Get over here. Don't even think about it.
Dang, I'm about to lose. Okay, so next up we have Arya Stark, and really the only tip I can give you with her is remember that she's one of, if not the lightest characters in the game. So you have to like make sure that you're like stay close, stay to the middle, you know, but also keep your distance. So keep them on like their side, and you want to stay like right over here, just so, because it's not going to take a whole lot of damage. So you want to get in and get out and be super fast. And she's one of the faster characters, so you should be okay. She has an ability, the face swap ability, and she can steal 2 moves from each character. So whichever character she's going against. So that you have to, if you want to main her, I suggest that you figure out what 2 moves she steals from every character. And yeah. So like, and then that's her dagger. That's really good because it could teleport you there. So you might want to start it off by doing that. It's on cooldown. So you want to throw it at them and then start fighting them. And then once they get like up in the air, you can teleport back up to them and continue your combo. But yeah, that's really the only tips I could give you with her. For the perks, I use Trophy, Snowball Effect, Last Stand, and then Pugilist. We're gonna fight Tom and Jerry and show you the rest of her moves. So we'll throw the dagger, try getting a combo with it, but it does wear off, so you have to be kind of fast. But we'll wait for it to cool down and then we'll try again. Okay. Okay, so next up we have Finn. The only ability, or the only tips I can give you for Finn is to learn your sword abilities. So like the normal one is the one I just did. Down is armor breaking, and it's like kind of like a spike. So that's what it's good for. Here's the normal one, and then I'm gonna show you the up one. The up one leading into the backpack is really good. You just gotta make sure you hit it. But he's on recover, so on a normal person it should work. I'll try showing you guys that when we fight him. But yeah, use that. That's the tip I can give you guys for Finn. And then the other one is don't really worry about the coins, because they're pretty easy to come by. You just have to start hitting your opponent. So if you're gonna win, then you're gonna get hits and you'll get coins. The coins will come around, so don't really worry about them. If you do want them, then when you fight, try dodging through the opponent once they try hitting you to get to the other side, because the coins will go behind them. So if you dodge through, then you get the coin like right here. So just try dodging through, and then that's really all I can tell you for Finn. But yeah, let's show you the perks I use for him. So I use backpack strength, press to advantage, 2 fast, 2 block, and then pugilist. Let's fight and show you his moves in combat. But yeah, let's go.
Everyone the multiverse could send, they sent a Shaggy. I, Mojo, am almost insulted.
So you should just go through and then use your speed as your advantage. Okay. You dodged it. I gotta get him away from me so I can charge up. I'm gonna try showing you guys the combo I like with them. Shaggy's making it pretty difficult. There we go. And then just a quick little side note, if you do wanna go for the abilities to buy with the coins, I recommend either the speed boost or the shield. This one is good, but it's really only for like if you want to knock somebody out. If it's like tied, then I recommend it. If you just need a quick knockout, because this will do a lot of damage and knock an opponent out pretty quickly. But the other ones are just better overall if you're just trying to get control of the fight. But this is like the last resort, I feel like. So yeah. Okay, so next up is Wonder Woman. The main tips I can give you for Wonder Woman is make sure that you use her lasso, and then make sure you use her shields. Both the up one, it can be like used as a platform. But use that, and it can hit somebody and block you or shield you. And then this one, it can hit somebody and also shield you and your allies too. Also, the more things you block, it makes her down neutral ability, it makes it more powerful. So use that when you block it, but don't only use it when you block a lot of stuff, because if you get close to somebody, like right here, you could use it, and it might not be a whole lot of power, but it could get you into a combo. So that's what I suggest with Wonder Woman. And also another thing is realize Wonder Woman's like small and stuff, but she has a lot of weight to her, so damage isn't really, she is a tank, remember that. So damage isn't like too much of a problem, so don't be afraid to get in there and like take a lot of damage. But yeah, with that being said, let's show you guys my perks for Wonder Woman. So I have the whip of hepatitis. I don't think I pronounced that right, but we have that one, and then we have protective momentum, speed force assist, and then pugilist. Yeah. And then let's show you guys some combat. Remember, it's an AI, but I don't own all these characters, so we kind of have to do it in here. So Harley's a pretty good character. Harley's one of my favorite characters, but so is Wonder Woman. So hold on, I'll show you once it gets off cooldown. Also, make sure that you use her down neutral in the air, because it's really good at like spiking your opponent down. And that can definitely get them out, so make sure you use that. That one blocks or erases all of your like debuffs and stuns. So this thing, I purposely grabbed it. It'll set me on fire. So you see those fire things? I'm explaining you guys the game just for you who may not know how it works. But my thing, it will take it away. So if she has like 4 out of 5 and she's about to get the 4th one or the 5th one, then you might want to use your thing. Okay, so next up we have Taz. The advice I give you for Taz is use your tornado. It's very powerful and annoying. So use that and be annoying with it. And then he has a dog pile thing, just like the tornado. Use that. They do have cooldowns, so just use them and use them wisely because they're your best moves. And you're not bad. Your other moves aren't bad, but these ones are way better. So just be annoying, and yeah. With that being said, we're gonna show you the perks I use with Taz. I use Iron Stomach, Press the Advantage, Collateral Damage, and then Second Wind Beneath Your Wings. And then we're gonna get Marvin to fight us.
Tremble, Townsville, for Mojo has arrived, and the Mojo shall be your doom.
I'll take it.
So next up is Rick. I only have 2 small tips with Rick. The first one is like, make sure that you use your portal in between your opponent. So like, see, I use Mr. Meesick, I think his name is, and you can shoot your gun, so you can kind of attack like, and that your opponent from either side, and your opponent won't really know which side to go you're attacking from. And then the other one is just his up abilities are really good. So if you're trying to get a ring out, you should probably go with those with the up abilities. The side one isn't horrible either, the sled, but I'd go with the up ones if you're looking for a ring out. But yeah, with that being said, let's show you guys the perks I use with them. I use Hepathes Who, That's Flammable Doc, Airwalker, and then Pugilist. And then yeah, let's get Morty to fight us so we can show you guys his abilities in combat. Yeah, Rick has really good up abilities, so that's the best way to get a ring out with them probably, is by using those. Should I try showing you? Okay, so next up we have Jake. The best advice I can give you for Jake is use your specials, because your side special, I don't think there probably is something to stop it, but it's very hard to stop it. The up special, if you hit somebody with it, it damages them for some reason. I don't think that's fair, but use it. Just play. He's a pretty annoying character, so play that to your advantage. The down special, it will basically hit anything or anyone. And I'm pretty sure it can also block projectiles, so remember that. So yeah, that's the advice I can give you for Jake. Use this horse, use the house or boat, and then stretch. Use your specials, and his normal attacks are pretty good too, but his specials are really annoying and really hard to stop. So for Jake's perks, I use sticky, press the advantage, collateral damage, and then pugilist. And then we're gonna put Superman onto a fight, and we're gonna do it in the lab because I don't own all these characters. But yeah.
Think fast. Watch your head.
Also, his down normal attack is pretty good in the air. And I'll show you one other ability if I can. I don't know if it will work. You can kill both you guys by doing that. And just a quick side note, if you guys are on match point and you swallow them and then kill them, you'll win the game because technically you still knocked them out. You just also died afterwards. It'll give you the win. So if it comes down to it, you can use that ability to win the game. Okay, so next up we have Batman. The only real advice I can give you with Batman is to use his speed to your advantage because he's one of the faster characters. So you got to know that. And then use his bomb and use his batarang and maybe even use them together. If you're playing duos, then make sure you have your teammate help you get your bat bomb or batarang. And if you're playing by yourself, just make sure you gotta grab it. And you can dodge through their attacks. So like I'll show you. It's gonna be over there. So let's say he's trying to attack me, dodge through it and go get it. And yeah, that's really the only advice I can give you. His special, use that to pull you close to the opponents and then get your combos ready. He has good up attacks and down attacks, so make sure you just take advantage of his speed and his moves, and you go get your batarang because that's really important. But yeah, let's go over the perks I use with Batman. Precision grapple, snowball effect, speed force assist to utilize his speed, make it even better, and then pugilist. And let's show you some combat with them. Okay, so next up we have Joker, and the tip I can give you with Joker is kind of like Harley Quinn. He has this crowbar that's super annoying and it can knock people out really easily, so use that to your advantage. And then if you just go down, just crouch down, you can switch through his card suits, so use that to your advantage. Diamonds, it sticks to the opponent and then explodes. Heart, it passes through them and then on their way it comes back once it goes through them. So like, you think they got past it, but then it comes back and then it will hit them. And then spades just throws a bunch of them. So there's spades. Hearts, let it cool down. Comes back. And then diamonds.
From the bottom of the deck.
There. Okay. And then just so you guys can see, like, really annoying. You could see it could be really hard to recover if somebody's spamming that move. Okay, but yeah, that's the best advice I give you with Joker. For his perks, I use Joker's Wild, that's Flammable Dock, Speed Force Assist, and then Static Electricity. And we're gonna have Jason fight us so that we can show you guys what his combat is like. Also, his Poco Stick is really good. And the balloon can knock you out pretty easily too, so you just gotta watch out if you're playing the Joker. If you're playing against them, if you're playing with them, just be annoying.
Always working on new material.
Okay, so next up we have Banana Guard, and there's really no tips I can give you with Banana Guard. He's probably the easiest character in the game, so the only tip I'm gonna give you is to play like that. Don't overthink it. You know what he can do. He can use his little staff and spear, or whatever you want to call it, and just use it like that. He also has a thing like Shaggy does, so obviously you want to get that. But yeah, other than that, there's really no advice I can give you with Banana Guard. Just play with them, keep it simple, and he's also kind of annoying, so play that to his advantage. But yeah, for the perks I use with Banana Guard, I have the Iron Temple, Snowball Effect, Last Stand, and then Pugilist. And we're gonna get Velma to fight us so that we can show you some of his moves in actual combat. So yeah, let's get into it. There we go, struggling for a little bit. Okay, so next up is Superman. The main tip I can give you for Superman is just use air combat. And we have Jake set as idle for what I'm going to show you guys. So just get your opponent to fight in the air, because that's where you're going to do your best, and that's where most people are going to do their worst. So that's what you're going to want to do. Some things to get them in the air is like this. Let me try that again. Hold on, we'll show you a different one. So you could do that. Or you could laser eye. You just have to catch them. Like for some reason it's not working. Like that. And obviously they'll recover most of the time. And then you can obviously do the side special in the air to fly. And if you catch them, it'll throw them. So yeah, just use your laser beams, and don't worry too much about the ice, because it's going to be really hard to get them to like a full 15 stack, so I wouldn't focus on it too much. But yeah, those are the tips I can give you for Superman. And then for his perks, I use Sniper Punch, Protective Momentum, Speed Force Assist, and then Pugilist. So we'll equip those, and then we'll put him on fight, like in actual combat.
On it!
Okay, so next up we have Stripe. The advice I can give you guys with Stripe is get your target on them. So once you get the target on them, you can use your gun, which is just your special, your neutral special attack, which is just shoot bullets at them. And I'm pretty sure that the chainsaw thing, or whatever you want to call those, I'm pretty sure they will also hit your opponent when they're targeted, but I'm not sure about that. We'll see once we get into the fight. I'll try figuring that out. For the perks I use with him, we have Boom Boom Bounce, that's Flammable Dock, Speed Force Assist, and then Pugilist. And then let's get Gizmo to fight us so we can test his moves in actual combat. Like that, to get them higher up in the air. I don't think that little chainsaw thing will hit them when they're targeted. I can try again to test it. Okay, so I tested it, and unfortunately, no, the chainsaw thing does not automatically hit them when they're targeted. So just remember that if you're going to play Stripe. I don't want you to think it does and you try it and it actually doesn't. But it's pretty easy to hit them. Just make sure they're on the ground. And even if you miss them, it's a distraction so you can get into another hit. But yeah. Okay, so next up we have Bugs Bunny. The best advice I could give you is to throw down his box, and you have to like use your burrow thing, because your teammates can go through it, and also when you go through it, it deals damage, and they kind of don't know where you're gonna pop up at. And then you have to use your safe. And I don't really play bugs much, so I'm not really good at it. But you have to kind of, I suggest that you like figure out how to aim it. But you'll just get better with that the more you play with them. But yeah, that's really the only advice I could give you. And then like use your down air thingy and your kicks. That's good. But yeah, that's really all I could tell you for bugs. I don't play him much, but he's pretty good. I have seen some good people, and I've got beat by him a couple times. For the perks I suggest to using with him, I say Coming Through Dock, that's Flammable Dock, Airwalker, and then Static Electricity. We'll show you some of his moves in a fight, and we'll fight against Batman. We have to do it in the lab because I obviously don't own all these characters, but with that being said, let's get into it. It's easier to do it once they move because there's just a chance that they'll move into the safe, but and then he has a passive ability, I think, where he can pull something, but I have to get Batman away from me first, and then I'll do that. So yeah, he'll pull something out of that box. You just have to have the time to do it. Okay, so next up we have Black Adam. The only tips I can give you with Black Adam is to use his side special. It'll shoot like a ball, and then the ball will kind of come to you. And if you use his down special, and you go, and the ball bounces off that shield, then it will bounce back into the opponent and do more damage. But yeah, that's the only advice I can really give you with Black Adam. He's pretty powerful, and he has a lot of places where he can knock an opponent out at high damage. So utilize those moves. And basically any of his moves do that, so you don't really have to find out which ones they are. All of them do it. Okay. For our perks we use with Black Adam, I have Circuit Breaker, that's Flammable Dock, Speed Force Assist, and then Static Electricity. So we're gonna put we're gonna put Iron Giant on fight to show you guys his moves. And yeah.
I must do what's right.
Another thing I can tell you guys is his basic combo, just with his neutral attacks. It's really good, and if you get it all the way through, then it can slam the opponent, which is really cool and fun. So I suggest trying to do that. And there's the first tip I was telling you guys about with the shield. This map is really fun to play on, but also kind of difficult. There we go. Okay, so next up is Morty, and I really only have one tip with them, and that's so use your grenades and then shoot it. Like that does a lot of damage, and it also lights them on fire. So use that move a lot, and you can it will automatically shoot the grenades once you use them and then shoot. So once you throw them out and then shoot, it will automatically shoot them. But just remember to do that because that's one of his best ways to knock somebody out. But yeah, I don't play Morty much, so that's really the only tip I can give you. But yeah, let's show you guys the perks that I use. I use more than just a hammer. That's Flammable Dock, Speed Force Assist, and then Second Wind Beneath Your Wings. With that being said, let's get Rick to fight us so we can show you all of his moves and combat and what it's actually like.
Just relax. Yeah, ha! Gravity's for chumps. might sting. Gotta love my tech.
Okay, so that was rough, but we still won. Since I gave you guys like a small tip, if I could give you another one, I guess all I could really say is like you make sure you use your UFO because it can come wherever and it's basically a platform, so it can really come in handy and save you and your teammate. So make sure you utilize that. Okay, so next up we have Tom and Jerry. The only tip I could really give you for them is one, throw down your trap and then you can shoot. And if somebody comes like by you, then they're gonna if they hit the trap, they'll take damage. So there's really nothing they can do about it except for like get away and hope and wait for it to go away. Unless they have like projectiles to shoot at you, but if you can dodge the projectiles, you're good. The other ability is Tom's down, that his down basic attack is really good for getting a knockout. It has like really good kickback, so you can easily get people away. And then this ping pong paddle is really broken. It's really hard to get out of there, and so you should make sure you use that. And it's annoying, but sometimes you have to play annoying. But yeah, that's really the only tips I can give you with Tom and Jerry. For the perks, it's I use a Fly Fisher, that's Flammable Dock, Airwalker, and then Second Wind Beneath Your Wings. So we're gonna equip that, and then we'll fight ARYA. It's gonna be a tough fight, but okay, so yeah, we're just gonna abuse that ping pong paddle thing, and we should be good.
I know what to do.
Okay, so next up we have GIZMO. GIZMO, it's kind of hard to give you a tip for because he's not a great character, but if you're good with him, you can be really good. His best knockout ability is just his down basic attack. If you get these music notes, or first I'll show you the popcorn. So these music notes, you can put popcorn on them, maybe, and then you can shoot them at your opponent. And then he has these music debuffs. We'll get him to get a full stack of them. Obviously, it's going to be hard to actually do it. And then he gets a silence debuff. But yeah, GIZMO is really hard to use if you don't know what you're doing. So you want to figure that out first. you don't want to use your arrows because you only have 3 of them, and if you run, I'm going to waste all 3 of them, then your neutral attack does nothing. So you're going to want to always save them and use them wisely. And just, yeah. For the perks I use with GIZMO, I have Rhythm's gonna get ya, Press the Advantage, Speed Force Assist, and then Pugilist. And then we're gonna get Stripe to fight us so we can kind of see his moves in actual combat. You can also aim his bow and arrow if you hold it. Okay, so next up we have Iron Giant. The only advice I have for Iron Giant is you can hold X and that lets you fly. And I believe the boosters, no, this way, the down basic attack does damage. The boosters, when you just normally fly, don't do damage. But just that, and then utilize his weight, because he's one of the heaviest characters in the game. So, yeah. Make sure, especially if you're playing duos, just make sure like you're not afraid to take damage, because you can take a lot of damage and not die. Okay, so for the perks I use with Iron Giant, we have Afterburners, Protective Momentum, Collateral Damage, and then Pugilist. And we're gonna have Black Adam fight us so we can show you guys his moves in the actual fight. So it's kind of hard to like aim and stuff with him, just because he's so much bigger than everybody else. But you'll kind of get used to that the more you play with him, I feel like. So you should be good. Another tip I can give you guys, it's basically just the tip I already gave you guys, is if you're playing somebody like an assassin, like ARYA Stark for example, assassins can't take much damage, so just be patient with them, you know what I mean, because it's gonna take a lot of damage for you to get rang out. So just be patient and don't force anything. Okay, so the last person we have is Jason. The only advice I can give you with Jason is to use your up attack. You can charge it and it can easily knock somebody out, so make sure you use it and take advantage of it. Also, when you use his side attack, it will just teleport you. Get into an attack right away, because if you hit the person, it will teleport you to them, and they'll be kind of worried about where you are. So when they're not really aware, use that to your advantage and attack them. Get into a combo. For the perks with Jason, I use Monstrous Sidestep, Snowball Effect, and then Too Fast to Block, and then Armor Killer. But we're gonna get the Joker to fight us, so we can show you guys what it's like in actual combat. See, it's perfect for just kind of use it for people who are jumping around and in the air a lot, and it'll work really well. Okay guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a long one, but I put the timestamps in it so that you could skip around and see what character you wanted to see and not have to stick around for a whole hour. Thank you guys for watching. As more characters come to the game, I'm gonna make more guides and this is gonna be longer and more in depth. This one just kind of had to be rushed by so we could get it up in time, and we still are kind of late, but that's because they took Iron Giant out the game. But yeah, when more characters come out, we'll give you guys guides for them too, and like I said, they'll be more in depth. So just come back here, and they'll probably be in a playlist later on. So yeah. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and peace out.